Some stories are so extraordinary that if they weren't true, we probably wouldn't believe them. Imagine saying goodbye to someone you love, fully expecting to see them again that evening. Now imagine waiting for them, tomorrow, the next day, the day after that. Not for a week, not for a month, but for nearly 10 years. It sounds impossible. Yet one dog did exactly that. His name was Hachikō. In the early 1920s, a young Akita puppy arrived in Tokyo, Japan. He belonged to a university professor named Hidesaburo Ueno. Every morning, the professor walked to Shibuya Station to catch the train to work. And every afternoon, Hachikō returned to the station, waiting patiently for the train that would bring his best friend home. It became their routine. Morning, goodbye. Afternoon, welcome home. Day after day, season after season, the station workers noticed. Passengers smiled. The faithful dog became a familiar face. Then, one spring afternoon in 1925, something happened that no one could have prepared Hachikō for. While at work, Professor Ueno suffered a sudden cerebral hemorrhage. He never returned home. The train arrived, as it always had. People stepped onto the platform. The station slowly emptied. But the one person Hachikō had come to meet never walked through those gates again. No one knows exactly what Hachikō thought. But what we do know is what he did next. The following afternoon, he came back, and the afternoon after that, and the one after that. If you were Hachikō, would you have kept coming back to that platform, or would something inside you have eventually given up? Drop your answer in the comments below. Because what Hachikō did next reveals something we are only beginning to understand about how dogs actually experience loss. Days became weeks, weeks became months, months became years. Every afternoon, almost exactly when the train was due to arrive, Hachikō waited at Shibuya Station. He was eventually cared for by people connected to Professor Ueno's family, but he continued making the journey to the station. The commuters began recognizing him. Station employees watched over him. Shopkeepers offered him food. Children grew up knowing his story. As the years passed, the faithful Akita became a symbol of unwavering loyalty throughout Japan. Not because he understood what had happened, perhaps because love doesn't always ask for explanations. Sometimes, it simply keeps showing up. Nearly 10 years after Professor Ueno's death, Hachikō was still waiting. The world around him had changed. People came and went. Seasons painted the city in blossoms, rain, summer sunshine, and winter snow. But every afternoon, the dog returned to the same place, still watching, still hoping, still believing. In 1934, while Hachikō was still alive, a bronze statue was unveiled outside Shibuya Station in his honor. He was there for the ceremony, quietly watching as hundreds gathered to celebrate the dog who had become a national treasure. Just 1 year later, Hachikō passed away, but his story never did. Today, millions of people from around the world visit that same statue, not simply to remember a remarkable dog, but to remember what unwavering devotion looks like. It's tempting to think Hachikō's story is about waiting. I don't think it is. I think it's about love. The kind of love that asks for nothing in return. The kind that doesn't disappear when life becomes difficult. The kind that remains, even when hope grows quiet. Perhaps that's why his story continues to move us nearly a century later. Because somewhere, deep down, we all hope to be loved, the way Hachikō loved. I'll leave you with this thought. The measure of devotion isn't found in how loudly it's spoken, but in how faithfully it is lived. And if you're lucky enough to have a dog waiting for you at home tonight, don't rush through the door. Pause. Smile. Scratch behind those ears. Because somewhere in this world, every wagging tail is its own quiet version. of Hachikō waiting at the station. Subscribe if this changed how you see that dog at the door, and watch this one next.